So welcome fellow problem solvers to this channel. Thank you for sharing, liking and subscribing because I've been asking you to do that. So thank you for those who's doing this. This is Mr Oosthuizen. And yes, fractions. If I say the word, many people run away. Fractions. Luckily you're still here, right? So let's get the definitions going that we understand and grasp how to work with fractions. Fellow problem solvers, to the introduction video for fractions. So yes, common fractions, let's have a look at what those are. So common fractions is a fraction in the form of one integer divided by another integer, which can't be 0. In other words, we will have something like an x divided by a y, but the y is not allowed to be equal to 0. So any number, any integer in x's place and any integer in y's place except for 0. Then numerator, what is the numerator? The numerator is what is above the line. So in this case, x is the numerator. The same with the denominator. The denominator is the whole number below the fraction line. In this case, this is y. Then equivalent fractions. Let's have a look at equivalent fractions. Those are fractions with the same value. For example, if I say 1 over 2, which we all know is a half, but I can also say 3 over 6. These have the same value. We can also say 16 over 32 as an example. All of these have the same value, although we represent them differently. Therefore, we call them equivalent fractions. In other words, the same value, although represented differently. Then a mixed number. A mixed number is when we represent a fraction, which was an improper fraction, which we're going to get to now, as a number consisting of a whole number and a fraction. Like, for instance, 1 and a half. Or 3 and 2 over 5. This is a mixed number. Both of these are examples of mixed numbers. Then an improper fraction is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Or we can also say when the denominator is smaller than the numerator. For example, 22 over 12. Or 13 over 11. Can you see in both of these cases the numerator is bigger than the denominator? And then a proper fraction, that's when the denominator is bigger than the numerator. Or we can also say that's when the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Examples of this would be 2 over 3 or 7 over 9. 11 over 13, numbers like those. So this is a quick overview of fractions. Going again, just to recap, common fractions, numerator, denominator, equivalent fractions, mixed number, improper fraction, and what's a proper fraction. So this is just to get us started off before we go further on this journey with common fractions. All the best. See you in the next video.